Yes, good morning, my dear students. So, last day I have already started the phase 1 of compound interest. Already I have finished. Now, today I think last day we had finished up to the second phase. Right, during the first phase, something I have discussed, second phase also. Now, I'm going to start now the third phase. Right, in the third phase, from exercise 11A, one type of questions has been left that I am going to discuss. And what is that type of questions? That the question is, well, now let me start. The question is that the rate of interest, about the rate of interest. Till now, whatever the questions I have discussed, that one is rate of interest is compounded yearly. Compounded yearly, this is a very important term. Now I am going to discuss about two more type of interest. One is compounded yearly, another is compounded half yearly. Compounded yearly already I have discussed, then compounded half yearly, compounded quarterly. Compounded yearly, compounded half yearly, compounded quarterly. Basically, what is actually the difference? What is the difference? The difference is very simple things. That compounded yearly means, suppose if you have taken a loan and if they are asking you the interest at the rate of, say suppose 10% compounded yearly. Compounded yearly means that they are going to find out the interest after every 1 year. And compounded half yearly means that after 6 months they are going to find the interest. Obviously, in case of compounded half yearly, the compounded yearly, if the rate of interest they are counting as 10%, then in case of half yearly, it will be half, 5%, not that 10%. It will be half. In case of compounded yearly, the rate of interest will be half. And for 1 year, suppose you have taken the loan, that is in 1 year they are going to find the interest for 2 terms. In case of quarterly, that is 1 year they are going to divide into 4 quarters. Then after every 1 quarter, that is after every 3 months, they are going to find out the interest. In that case, the rate of interest, if it is 10% yearly, then in case of quarterly, it will be 1/4. And the 1 year going to divide into 4 terms. That is, in case of quarterly, the rate of interest will be 1/4 and the time will be 4 times. In case of half yearly, the rate of interest will be half and the time will be doubled. And yearly rate of interest will be same, time will be also the same. Based on that, I am going to solve one question from your book. That one is exercise 11A, question number 7. Question number 7. So that questions I am going to discuss now. 11A, question number 7. Question number 7, what it says, please go through the question. That Divakaran deposited a sum of rupees 6,250 in Allahabad Bank for 1 year. Compounded half yearly, it is half yearly, at 8% per annum. In 1 year, the rate of interest is 8%. Find the compound interest. Find the compound interest. Obviously, I have told you that all this type of questions from exercise 11A will have to find the whatever it is, amount or compound interest without using formula. Anyway, now let us start. That is, P, you can say exercise 11A exercise 11A. Question number 7. Question number 7. The principal amount is he has taken a loan or deposited a sum of rupees 6250. 6250. And the rate of interest they are giving that the rate of interest is 8% and time it is 1 year. Since you have to write this statement here, since rate of interest, write here the complete statement, since rate of interest is compounded half yearly, half yearly, so therefore rate will be equal to R by 2, half yearly, that is 8 by 2. And number of terms n will be doubled 1 year, that is 2 into t is equal to 2 into 1 is equal to 2 terms, rather you can say, that is 2 half years, rather you can say. Now you have to write here that for first term interest will be equal to it is 4%. So 4% of the principal amount, that is 6250, is equal to 4 by 100 into 6250. 0 supposed to be cancelled. So it will come as 250 rupees. If you take the calculations, it will come as it is coming as 250. So therefore amount will be equal to, for the first terms, amount will be equal to 6250 plus 250, which is equal to 6500. Is it clear? Now this amount will be the principal for the second terms, as it has been discussed last day. So for second terms, right here, for second term, principal will be the last term's amount, which is here 6500, and the rate will be same, that is 4%. I am writing here because the down space is not there. So interest will be equal to 4 by 100 into 6500, which is equal to, after taking calculations, I am getting the interest is 260. So amount will be equal to 6500 plus 260, which is equal to, after adding, I am getting this one as 6750. This is the final amount, 6760 rather, 6760 amount. Therefore final amount is rupees 6760, and final compound interest is equal to amount minus principal is equal to 6760 minus 6250, which is equal to 510 rupees. So this is about compounded half yearly. Students have sent me some message that what is happening in case of compounded half yearly, compounded quarterly. So this is actually the concept. I am going to repeat that compounded half yearly means rate of interest will be half, time will be doubled, and compounded quarterly means rate of interest quarterly rate of interest is 1/4 and the time will be 4 times. One more question. This is the last question from this exercise. So I'm going to start that one now. Question number 8. Michael borrowed rupees 16,000 from finance company at 10% per annum compounded half yearly. It is again compounded half yearly. What amount will be discharged if his debt from 1.5 years? That Michael has taken a loan of rupees 16,000 from a private finance company. That private company is charging 10% per annum compounded half yearly, and he has taken the loan for 1.5 years. So what the amount will come, that much we'll have to find. So it is compounded half yearly, so rate of interest will be half, time will be doubled. Here time it is 1.5 years, so it will be doubled. So definitely 1.5 means double, it is 3 years. So let us start. Principal amount is question number 8. Question number 8. So principal amount is 16,000. 16,000. And rate of interest, I am writing here directly because compounded half yearly. So I am going to find out the rate of interest directly. The given rate of interest divided by 2. So it is right here 10 by 2. Obviously you can write a reason here, since compounded half yearly, which is equal to 5%, and time will be double, that is 2 into t, with the same reason, compounded half yearly. So 2 into 1.5 years become 3 terms. 3 terms. So now let us start the calculations for first term. For first term. So find the interest. Interest will be equal to 5% of 16,000. That is, rate of interest is 5%, which is equal to 5 by 100 of 16,000. 0, 0 cancel. 16 5s are 80. That is 800. Right? And this 800, therefore the amount for the first term is 16,000 plus 800, which is equal to 168 followed by 20. This amount will go as a principal in the second term. So for second term, so right here for second term, P is equal to rupees 16800. So find the interest. So interest will be equal to, rate of interest is 5. So 5 by 100 into 168 followed by 20. 0, 0 supposed to be cancelled. 168 into 5. 168 into 5 we are getting as 840 rupees. 840 rupees. So for the second term, the amount is equal to 168 followed by 20 plus 840, which is equal to 17640. 17640, and this amount will go as a principal for the third term. So let us go to the third term. So principal amount is rupees 17640. So therefore interest is 5% the same into 17640. and 0 0 going to be cancelled, which is equal to 5 2s are 10, 2 8s are 16, 2 8s are 16, 2 2s are 4. Okay, so I am getting this one as coming as 882 rupees. So therefore finally the amount is equal to 17640, that is this year's principal plus the interest 882, and after adding we are getting the answer as 18,522 rupees. 18,522 rupees. If we have taken a loan of rupees 16,000, and just in 1.5 years you will have to pay a big amount, 18,522 rupees. So this is the third phase. One thing I am telling you, that during this particular type of classes, we are conducting the classes, or the verbal part is little bit faster than that of the normal classes. We are explaining lot of things in very few limited times. In many of the cases, I have not taken the calculus, I have not show you the calculations part. I have taken the calculation first of all before starting this particular type of classes, because otherwise it will be enlarged. So one suggestion I am having, see the videos and verify the calculations by taking the calculations by yourself. And because it is coming in the recorded manner, so you can just wind the things back, again going back and see the videos, okay, 2-3 times, so that the thing should be clear. Just in one time, this is not a movie or something like that, that by doing fast forward you are going to see the movies, just 3 hours movie or 2.5 hours movies you are going to observe in half an hour. No. If you are thinking that it is that type of things, you will be in loss. So no, you should not do that things. What I am going to suggest you, that please go backward again, take the reviews again and again, that what the things I want to explain, we want to explain you. Please go through it. Okay, so this is my third phase. Now I am going to start the fourth phase. Okay, this fourth phase videos, just today itself I am going to upload. That is, these two videos will come together.